Hi, I'm James De Guzman, and this is my partner Gab.
Hi, I am Gab Libatike.
And this is Gentry's Today's Talk Show. Welcome, all of you. Today's talk show, we are going to answer trivia questions around the world. We have three levels: easy, medium, and hard.
The rules are you need to think for an answer in only 10 seconds and answer it for 5 seconds. Alright, let's start. So I will be asking you first the questions, James. What do you think? Are classes going to be harder for students going to school? Yes or no? Please explain your opinion.
As a student, I think face to face is better since there's no Wi Fi interruptions and teachers can guide you easily, but online classes are good too, since you don't need to wake up early and prepare yourself before you go to school. But I will go with online class because I don't wake up early and sometimes I'm late.
Oh, yes, I see. So, next question. What is the smallest fish known to man? We have our choices. A. The dwarf minnow. B. Tilapia. C. Betta fish. Or D. Clownfish.
I'll go with A, dwarf minnow, since its name is kind of suspicious and I've seen tilapia and clownfish.
Yes, that's true. That's correct. Dwarf minnow of the genus Paderocripis. This is a fish that only lives in extreme environments characterized by low oxygen and high acidity. So most species or other organisms that live here are naturally small. So next we have, what do you think is the most loved sport in the world? A. Basketball. B. Volleyball. C. Football. Or D. Baseball.
For me, it's football since I think it's known around the world and it's famous to basketball.
Yes, that is also correct. Football is better known as soccer in the US and Canada, and it is the most popular sport in the world. Their fans is almost reaching over 4 billion fans all around the world. Next question. What is the biggest bird in the world? A. An emu. B. The dodo bird. C. Ostrich. Or D. Eagle.
I've seen ostrich and it's big, so I'll go with it.
Yes, that's correct. Did you know a trivia about ostrich? They are the biggest flightless bird in the world, but it is also one of the fastest bird on the earth.
Well, that's new to me.
Okay, for your final question, how many Earth can fit on the sun? A. 1.9 million, B. 1 billion, C. 2.5 million, or D. 1.3 million.
This is kind of hard, but I think it's 1.2 million.
Yes, that is correct. The radius of the sun can fit over 330,000 Earths to match the mass of the sun. So it will take about 1.3 million Earths to fill the sun's volume.
So I'm now going to ask Gab questions. So this is my first question. What is the loudest animal on earth? A. Bulldog. B. Blue whale. C. Parrot. Or D. Goldfish.
Well, this is pretty obvious, so I will go with the blue whale, B.
You're right. The loudest animal in the world is blue whale. Its vocalizations up to 188 decibels can be heard 160 kilometers away. I thought it was just the largest animal on the earth, though.
Yes, me too. I thought so too.
So, second question: what is the smallest ocean in the world? A. Pacific Ocean. B. Indian Ocean. C. Atlantic Ocean. Or D. Arctic Ocean.
Hmm. Okay, well, I know that the largest ocean is the Pacific Ocean. So I think I will go with D, the Arctic Ocean.
That's true. Arctic Ocean is the smallest of the world's five ocean basins. A polar bear walks on the frozen surface of the Arctic Ocean. The freezing environment provides a home for a diverse range of creatures, with an area of about 6.1 million square miles. So, third question: what is the lowest army rank of a U.S. soldier? A. Private, B. Cadet, C. Sergeant, or D. Captain?
I'm not really sure about this, but I think it's letter A, private.
Yeah, that's true. Uh, Private is the lowest army rank, normally is held only by new recruits. While at basic combat training, but the rank occasionally is assigned to soldiers after a disciplinary action has been taken. So, number four, what is the often seen as the smallest unit of memory? A megabyte, B gigabyte, or C byte, or D kilobyte?
I think it's letter C, byte, since I learned it just recently in school.
Well, you're lucky because a byte is the smallest unit of memory used in today's computing. Bytes consist of 8 bits, and byte is used to encode single number, letter, or symbol. So, number 5, which planet is the hottest in the solar system? A. Jupiter, B. Mars, C. Saturn, or D. Venus?
Hmm. Oh, yes, I remember. It's D, Venus. I just studied it earlier today.
Well, Venus' thick atmosphere traps heat, creating a runaway greenhouse effect, making it the hottest planet in our solar system, with surface temperature hot enough to melt lead. The greenhouse effect makes Venus roughly 700 Fahrenheit or 390 degrees Celsius hotter than it would be without a greenhouse effect. So we're done in the easy mode, and now we're going to the medium. By the way, we only have three questions each in medium mode. So first, medium question. Area 51 is located in which state? A. New York, B. Nevada, C. Arizona, or D. Washington.
I'll go with Nevada since I've seen it with when I went to Vegas.
So it's true. Area 51 secret U.S. Air Force military installation located at Groom Lake in southern Nevada. Which American president appears on a $1 bill? A. Abraham Lincoln, B. Donald Trump, C. John F. Kennedy, D. George Washington.
The answer is D, George Washington, since he's the first US president.
That's true. George Washington appears on a $1 bill because he is the first president of America. So third question in major mode. Who's the fifth president of the Philippines? A. Emilio Aguinaldo, B. Manuel Quezon, C. Ferdinand Marcos, or D. Manuel Rojas.
Oh, this is a hard one, but I think it's Manuel Rojas, D.
That's true. Manuel Acuña Rojas was the fifth president of the Philippines, who served from 1946 until his death in 1948.
That's great. Now it's your turn, James. What geometric shape is generally used for stop signs? We have A, circle, B, octagon, C, square, or D, diamond.
I'll go with octagon since I've seen it in highways.
Yes, that's correct. The American Association of State Highway Officials saw a few key advantages to giving the stop sign its unique shape. Next question. The Lego Group was founded in what year? Here we have A, 1932, B, 1933, C, 1934, and D, 1935.
I think I'll go with A 1932 since it's the start of modern technology.
Yes, that is correct. In fact, a carpenter in Vilnod, Denmark, who began making wooden toys in 1932, and in 1934, his company came to be called Lego, and it is also the Lego we know today. Next question. What color is the X in FedEx ground? A. Red. B. Blue. C. Green. Or D. Yellow?
I'll go with C, green, since I've seen it a lot in social media.
Yes, that's right. You might have noticed the X part in the name changes its color across different displays. It is a witty way to distinguish the departments inside the company. For example, orange stands for FedEx Express, green is the corporate color of FedEx Ground, and red is a direct indication at FedEx Freight. So, our last question for the medium round has ended, and we are now moving to the final round. It is the hard mode. We
The
have two
word hard,
questions for the hard mode only.
the word hard itself looks very difficult.
I know, right?
So the first question, which president has been given credit for abolishing slavery in the USA? A. Abraham Lincoln. B. Theodore Roosevelt. C. Woodrow Wilson. Or D. Harry Truman.
Hmm. I think it's Abraham Lincoln because I've seen this in the History Channel.
That's true. Abraham Lincoln issued the Emancipation Proclamation on January 1, 1863. As the nation approached its third year of bloody civil war. The proclamation declared that all persons held as slaves within the rebellious states are and henceforward shall be free. So, second question, what was the name of the first college founded in the United States? A. Stanford, B. Harvard, C. Yale, or D. Columbia?
Hmm. I think it's Harvard since they are the university that relatively has a lot more students than the others.
That's true. The Harvard University, founded in 1636, claims to be the oldest institution of higher education in the United States.
Now, I will be asking you the questions, James. Question 1. When were the two atomic bombs dropped in Japan that resulted in the end of World War II? A. Tokyo and Kyoto. B. Osaka and Yokohama. C. Hiroshima and Nagasaki. D. Fukuoka and Nagoya.
I think it's Hiroshima and Nagasaki since I've seen it a lot in movies.
That's correct. In World War II, American bombing raids on the Japanese cities of Hiroshima on August 6, 1945, and also in Nagasaki in August 9, 1945. That marked the first use of the atomic weapons in war as well. So the next question is, which Dutch master painted a the 18 sorry, let's repeat it. Which Dutch master painted the 1888 oil painting named Terrace at the Night? A. Leonardo da Vinci. B. Pablo Picasso. C. Michelangelo. Or D. Vincent van Gogh.
Since I know that Van Gogh is a Dutch, I'll go with D. Vincent van Gogh.
Yes, that is right. Van Gogh, while at Arles, France, painted the Café Terrace at night in the mid-September of 1888. This was the period when Van Gogh moved to the village of Arles, attracted by its seemingly similarity of lights that are founded in Japan. So, that was all of our questions, and that was the last question as well. I hope you enjoyed listening to our podcast.
Thank you for listening. I hope you learned a lot from our podcast. I'm James.
And I am Gab. This is Gentry's Today's Talk Show, signing out for now.